cockiness. Some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him.
There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Now the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off.
He's going up top. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes.
And the ball's on the ground. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. These guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Handoff to the single back. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
To the air on second down. Makes the grab. It's Coleman. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw in the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field, that time the receiver...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
It's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. They're setting up the screen. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. To throw, it's Simpson. Here comes the heat. That's caught. It's Young. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly, the receiver winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Fires toward the end zone. And he makes the grab but can't get the foot down in the field of play. Almost had 6 there. Let's talk about Alabama. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. That's caught. It's Williams. Turning it on. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. from the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind, but listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Auburn has the lead right now, but I'd hold off on that celebration over at Toomer's Corner for the moment. This one is not over. They're up by a field goal over Georgia. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Coleman. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on,
he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes that Alabama offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots. Just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
They'll run play action. Basic connection. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. This guy is special, and Alabama's had a lot of them. Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, Jerry Jeudy, who could make a huge play at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, big plays down the field. You get it to him, you know it could be a home run anytime he touches it. When you start mentioning those names, it just shows you the explosive nature. Everybody you mentioned, you know they can run right by.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Snags it over the middle. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Trying to find the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown tie.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. Spins away from the defense. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They've got a first down here to open the period. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Right back to the well. At the 45, on his way. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Gonna run it. It's Hardy. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2.
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
To the ground with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They go right back to it. Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone. You love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
The AT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll move the tight end. To the air, it's Simpson. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Williams. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. But see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Looking to take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
So after that incompletion, 4th down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense. And this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Gets the back moving. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asked to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
He's looking deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Rush is on him. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Opening play of the drive from the 39. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
The quarterback's lucky on that play because when you miss slant throws behind, if the defense is in zone coverage, there might be a defender standing right there willing to take that ball and return it for a touchdown.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Give to the running back. Finding open areas.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I mean, it's nice to have a guy that can extend these plays, and you saw it. Not great protection. Your offensive line lets you down a little bit, but he breaks a tackle, and now that second play, that second reaction. Let's see if this offense can make some plays when he does break a tackle and try to make something happen.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Dances away. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. So you think quarterbacks are all about glory. How about taking that shot and getting rid of it just in time?
He did a great job hanging in there, being tough, and more importantly, I think, as a quarterback, surveying the field, looking downfield, nothing open, making the right decision.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
To the air on first down. He makes a grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
My job as offensive coordinator is to find my guys, find my playmakers, find my guys that can win one-on-one when they get an opportunity, and that I can get them the ball and they can make something happen. He's one of those guys.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. To do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Running into the open space. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The play action fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. Going to try to get it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. All wideouts, no backs. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds the tight end. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Using his legs, it's Hardy. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message they'll have to carry into halftime. Clock's still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. 2nd down, he'll throw it. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. We're all locked up here in the 3rd quarter as he's set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man. It's Hardy. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Wide open downfield. There he goes. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. The give to the single back. Slithers into space. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Takes the handoff. It's Hardy. There he goes. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Missouri comes to the line with another 1st down. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll sneak it. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really depend on.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. They didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive.
Going to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly, can push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
He's going to run it. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Man down on the play. Take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. On the ground, it's Hardy. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
If you're the defense, you know that running back is the guy you've now got to stop. He's had a lot of touches in this game. Yes, he's made a lot of plays, but you've got a chance to win here. If you're going to do that, you need to take him away.
He's got enough for a Missouri 1st down.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Grab behind the line. It's Terry. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got it in the middle. It's Manning. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Coleman. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Here comes the option. Quick toss. Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up, or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Auburn is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over Georgia. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He's got an open man. Found a seam on the left. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Alabama!
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
As an offense, you've got the lead. You've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just a blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it out.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, the offense is trying to attack the middle of the field. They're looking to hit that in route, but really good coverage there by the defense.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Looking for room at the 30. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense getting set for first down.
Here we go.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Under fire. Throwing on the run. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And here in the 4th quarter, this game is tied.
I am not always the most positive guy towards kickers. We all know that. But how about that, man? First opportunity in the game, in the 4th quarter, when your team needed it, the game now tied because of his foot.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Reads it, fires complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Makes the catch at the 35. He gets a block. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find...
Turning it on! He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line, a mere yard away from pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Bama! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in. Snap of the drive from the 25. Makes the quick grab. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st?
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And they're not on the same page there. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
So Missouri will have to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
Hauls it in at the 40. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Here comes that Alabama offense. Little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Pulls and fires complete. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Terry. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly out to the tight end. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They bring him down behind the line of scrimmage, and now he'll have to go back to work to get over 100 yards again for the day. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. And some room to work. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the...
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Missouri! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. War Eagle. Auburn is putting on a show offensively. They just simply can't be stopped. They're up by 35 over Georgia. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking left. He's got it. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. They go to the ground. Gets it past the marker. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Going to take a shot at this DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Another incompletion on third down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the fourth quarter, an opportunity to move on top. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Running back searching for a hole. Still running at the 40. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up third down. Man, he will be thinking about that one.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
And they fail to hook up on third down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking to throw at Simpson. Makes the grab. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now breaks into the open. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Running through contact. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again and go score a TD.
And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Illegal block.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. From the gun, looking for a man. Working that left side now. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Unleashes one deep. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights. It's good. And with just over a minute to play, they have taken the lead.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking to pass, it's Simpson. Got a man, it's Bernard. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Under fire. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Really trying to make that tempo work here to get a little bit closer for the kicker. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Bernard. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Wants to pass, a clock an enemy. Intercepted deep in his own end. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job on the defense. Not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
Here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.